Hey everyone, it's Mona D, and I'm here with some 9-9 portal messages. I have some cards pulled from my usual decks, the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck and the Elemental Empath deck, a tarot deck, and my own personalized randomized deck. Um, I'm going to hop right into it because my little ones are out and about, and yeah. So, from the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck, I pulled, one second, they're all jumbled up. I pulled the card for the herb Pau d'Arco. I've had this tea before. It's from the bark of the tree, and it's real barky, but also light in the flavor. Um, I can read the guidebook for what it's good for here in a second. I'm just trying to get these things reorganized. I'm just getting these organized. One sec. Pau d'Arco. It is numbered 7, and it is associated with the moon and Pluto. Um, this card's really pretty. I like it. I will definitely be sure to leave pictures somewhere, whether it's the video picture or I just posted it on Instagram under the same handle, Mona D Ascended. Um, but yes, the keyword is metamorphosis. Wow. I've had this deck for a while and I've pulled this card a lot, especially at the beginning of July. Um, but I'm just now seeing this girl, this lady, this laying down on the card, and I hadn't seen her before. I love when that happens. But yes, metamorphosis is the key word for that. Where's the guidebook? That's not it. Okay, Pau d'Arco, number 7. It is an herb of the moon. Okay, keywords are discovery through darkness. Wow. Okay. Transcendence of the known, unearthing fear, nonconformity, breaking cycles. Well, that's already hitting considering the rest of the cards that were pulled. And I'm going to read the guidance from the guidebook. It says, Lapacho is one of the great protectors of the sacred, and she is welcoming you in. Archetypally, Pau d'Arco embodies one of the faces of the dark goddess in her mighty splendor. The dark goddess is multifaceted, challenging belief systems, frailties, weaknesses, and testing our strength. Like Pluto, Lapacho demands you rebel against the ignorance of the old self and learn paradigms that inhibit the splendor of your self expression. Her mighty darkness provides the tools to rebuild ourselves anew, triggering instant metamorphosis. Don't fear the unknown nature of mystery. The cosmic womb, in its darkness, births all hidden potentials into existence. Trust and step in. You are being guided. Wow, it's a pretty beautiful, hard hitting message already. And it kind of, crazily enough, explains the whole reading. I'm not gonna lie. Just from me looking at the cards that were pulled. Um, so with that, I pulled the Seven of Cups. Sevens for me are mystery, alchemy, magic, things of that nature. Reserved, things like that. And so it's Seven of Cups. So in the realm of cups, which is the inner realms, I like to include the subconscious also, because the subconscious flows also. So feelings, emotions, subconscious. So there's an alchemization of the inner world, and it is a process that definitely has to be tended to. It cannot be ignored by any means. And that flows perfectly into the next two cards that I pulled from the Elemental Empath deck. And the first card I have is Compassion. It's from the water element, and it is numbered 7. And its keywords are for self and others. So compassion for self and others. Soften heart, be gentle, see the good. Okay, and 7 and water, so it's basically like a repeat of 7 of Cups. There is a metamorphosis, metamorphosis of the inner world and the subconscious going on, and it's a process that can have you feeling or experiencing major breakdowns in what you considered to be your structure of knowing. And with that being said, the tarot that I pulled with this compassion card is Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords. So again, a 7, 777. A code for this transformation that's going on. So Seven of Swords, the alchemization of the mental realm. Communication that alchemizes. Had a pause. The Seven of Swords, the alchemization of the mental, alchemizing communications, no more strategic thinking, just flowing and being gentle. Because this is a major, major process that has bigger effects on the micro and macro scale. I'm back. Again, I keep pausing because of the little ones. Um, the next card that I pulled is from the Elemental Empath deck also, and it is from the Cosmos element. It's a pretty purple card. And the card is Raise Vibration, and it is numbered 10. And the keywords on this card are connect to light, release blocks, strengthen, safety. I think this card is just a reminder from the cosmos and our cosmic family, or cosmic tribe, whatever you want to call it. I think it's just a reminder of that's why the work is so important, and that's why it's so important to just stay grounded, stay structured, stay secure. And that all fits with the tarot card that I pulled, which is the Emperor. Um, we are raising the vibration of what it means to a level to where old emperors, the acceptable characteristics are being dismantled and reconfigured. And that's why the work that is going on from the inside out is so necessary, because the structures that we have known for so long, we have outgrown them. To put it simply, we could talk about the ooey, the or, the horror, and the gore, and we could talk about the sweetness and the kindness all day. We should just the bigger picture of it all is there's a rhyme and a reason to life. There's a rhyme and a reason into the universe that we live in. So we can't get distracted in the layers, and we just have to remember. We just have to let each layer shine in its way, and that's why we cannot avoid the darkness. Shout out to this Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Hope y'all are paddling well out there, because the waters are definitely interesting. But still into these cards and this reading, I'm missing one, it looks like. Yes, it's over here, I believe. Yes. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the Major Arcana, since the last tarot card that I read was Major Arcana. The card that I pulled from my own personalized deck was Solar Eclipse. And the next solar eclipse is in October, which I believe is October 2nd. So, a solar eclipse in Libra. The South Node's in Libra, Venus is in Libra, and Lilith is in Libra. And then the Sun will move into Libra towards the end of the month, the 22nd, the 23rd, I believe. So, lots of Libra energy, and Libra energy tends to be misconstrued. Libran energy is definitely the neutralizer, nothing more, nothing less. I honestly might dedicate a whole video to Libran energy, but that's neither here or there for right now. So Libra is ruled by Venus. I like to look at astrology from a more anatomical point of view these days, instead of personality or governmental or things like that. So Venus is very much so has to do with the womanly body. So the womb, the uterus, menstrual cycles, breasts, our reproductive health and all that. So combining that with the air quality of Libra is beautifying the mind as well as the body. Because if only one is beautiful or neither is beautiful, you are doing a disservice to the self, therefore all of life connected to you. And as a Libra, I fully believe that. No shame. So this solar eclipse is definitely inner beauty oriented. The true beauty of humanity is what is needing to be neutralized. And that's what this upcoming solar eclipse is looking like it's going to be touching on. I'm not sure exactly when the nodes transition, but it's soon. I believe it's before the year ends, or at the very, very beginning of 2025 is when I think that's when the nodes change. It's 707. But to the tarot that I pulled with the solar eclipse card, I pulled the Hermit and the Hanged Man. Both of these are symbolizing some type of solitude and space and time to the self. In this tarot deck that I have, there's a cat in a box. So the solar eclipse is looking like it's a black cat in the box. So magic showing up in a package that you wouldn't expect, or a package that may seem damaged. And then the next tarot card I pulled is the Hangman, and there's this guy. He's hanging upside down, of course, and he's blowing raspberries, hanging upside down. So it's looking like through it all, make sure you can still find the good and still find something to laugh at, still find something to bring you joy. It's not that's what you're supposed to do in the darkness. Be the light in the dark. And it's being the light in the dark is not some super sentimental thing. And that might just be because of me, but I just don't feel like those things are sentimental. It's literally like, okay, it's dark. Turning on the light is what'll help us see. So, like, that's just the next best logical thing to do. Instead of just sitting around in the dark, bumping into things all the time, and just not being efficient. That must be the Virgo energy flowing through me. But on to the next card. It is actually repeating nines, 999. And nines to me represent ancestors. And I pulled the King of Swords. The tarot I pulled with this 999 card is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is the master of the swords realm, so the mental realm and communications and things like that. So this is a time to be the master or to master the ways of your ancestors so as to know how to properly wield that energy or let that energy go. Know how to wield the knife. And speaking of more nines, another card that I pulled is the solar plexus chakra, which is the mental body. In the light body structure, I might not be 100% correct on that. But the Nine of Swords. So, ancestral communications are affecting your solar plexus. So, your willpower, your motivation, and things like that. Which, in a time of darkness, in a dark night of the soul type of situation, um, that makes sense. To kind of not really know what to do because everything is changing and you're not feeling the same anymore. And another card I pulled, familiar energy, it is. And then the tarot that I pulled with it is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. When I was saying that, my son just came here and said, "Yeah, we did it." I'm not sure. And the Five of Wands is about fives to me are changes and conflict, tension, maybe a bit of resistance, but more like the resistance that helps you grow. I'm thinking like resistance bands when you're working out. Like when I do Pilates, sometimes I use a resistance band to get, the the, the tougher resistance to tone the muscle. So, wands have to deal with the willpower and motivations and ambitions and things like that. So with familiar energy, it sounds like familial energy. So with with change, people could be scared or just any type of thing. So it could come out and show up as, people switching up, everyone's changing their motivations. Um, and then the next card I pulled is the Dark Night of the Soul, which I've pretty much been talking about this whole time. But what makes it interesting is I pulled the Six of Wands, so a progression up from the Five of Wands. So the Dark Night of the Soul is definitely leading to an harmonization. So, again, that's why it's imperative to not get caught up in what's going on in the dark and just do what you can to be the light in the dark, even if it's just for yourself, even if it's just to light up your own space. You know, you have to start somewhere. Or you can choose where you end if you don't want to be a light for other people. I mean, that's kind of hard, but you know, you can protect your light in the way that you see fit. But these people switching up and all these things, or, the changes in ambitions, even in the personal, on a personal individual level, it is going to lead to a harmonization. Things are going to even out. And then the last card that I pulled is repeating zeros, 000. And the keywords that I have written down is cosmic wound, which I've been talking about, which is darkness again. 717, as I say that. The next word is void, and then omega. And then I also have expansion on here. The tarot that I have pulled with this is the Nine of Pentacles. Nines, again, to me, are about the ancestors. So, any physical 3D world, things from the ancestors. It is, it is, it is being, it is being or has been sent back to the void and is awaiting to be reemerged. And since the word expansion, these things could be expanding. We also did have the Emperor card. So, with that being said, it's seeming like, I mean, it could go either way, but, there's impending birth of whatever has been left by the ancestors slash personal ancestors. And you heard that. And on that note, you guys, this is Mona D Ascended out. And all I have to say is just keep swimming and shine your little light. Peace.